Hi friends, welcome to Tech Engineer YouTube channel. Moto G5S Plus and Moto G5S were launched in India on Tuesday as the special edition of the Moto G5 series. Lenovo-owned Motorola lately has been expanding the product portfolio aggressively in India and launching Moto smartphones across different price points. Continuing the strategy, the company has unveiled the Moto G5S Plus and Moto G5S in India within 6 months of the original Moto G5 Plus launch. Notably, both the smartphones have been introduced in India within a month of the global launches, which confirms the brand's commitment to the Indian market. The Moto G5S and Moto G5S Plus smartphones are being heavily marketed as special edition devices, which promises some upgrades, most significantly in the camera department. The Moto G5S Plus sports dual rear cameras, while Moto G5S features a single rear camera with a 16 megapixel sensor. Additionally, the company on Tuesday also slashed the price of the Moto G5 Plus smartphone in India post the launch of the Moto G5S Plus. The 4GB variant of the Moto G5 Plus, which was launched in March at Rs 16,999, will now be available at a reduced price of Rs 14,999 in India. Let's start with Moto G5S Plus and Moto G5S design. Both the new Moto G5 series phones largely follow similar design cues earlier seen on the Moto G5 Plus smartphone. Both feature metal unibody design and feel solid right away. However, we didn't really like antenna bands that were running at the back panel of both the Moto G5S Plus and Moto G5S, which them look like many phones already available out there. The front is also similar to what we have already seen on the Moto G5 Plus. There's fingerprint scanner at the bottom of the display, which can also be used as one-button navigation key for gesture-based access to home, back, or recent apps. The rounded corners make sure that the phones fit well in the palms. Both the Moto G5S and Moto G5S Plus feature front-facing LED flash alongside the camera sensor. There's Moto branding at the front, while legendary Batwing icon embossed at the back. Much like the Moto G5 Plus, the main sensor at the back protrudes, which means you have to be careful while placing the phone on the surface, or else you could damage the lens. Our recommendation will be to use a back cover. Thankfully, the metal design gives confidence in using the handset. Considering that the Moto G5 wasn't an all-metal phone, the Moto G5S is a big upgrade for the smaller variant. However, the metallic backs also means that the phones are slightly slippery. Let's come to Moto G5S Plus and Moto G5S specifications. Starting with the bigger variant, the Moto G5S Plus features a 5.5-inch Full HD display with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 cover on top. The Moto G5 Plus, on the other hand, features a 5.2-inch Full HD display. Much like its original sibling, the Moto G5S Plus is powered by an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 processor clocked at up to 2.0 GHz coupled with 4 GB of RAM. It will be available in just 64 GB storage, while also supporting expandable storage via microSD card up to 128 GB. It packs a 3000 mAh non-removable battery and comes with turbopower charger in the box. The Moto G5S Plus will be made available in lunar grey and blush gold colors. Coming to the smaller variant, the Moto G5S features a 5.2-inch Full HD IPS LCD display with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection. It is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 430 octa-core processor clocked up to 1.4 GHz, coupled with 3 GB of RAM. It bears 32 GB of inbuilt storage and supports expandable storage via microSD card up to 128 GB. The Moto G5S is backed by a 3000 mAh battery and also supports turbopower charger, which comes in the box. Both the phones run Android 7.1.1 Nougat out of the box with Moto Actions and Moto Display features, which are Motorola exclusive software enhancements. Moto G5S Plus. One of the highlight FEA tours of the Moto G5S Plus is its dual 13-megapixel sensors at the back with an f2.0 aperture, depth editing software, and dual LED flash. On the front, it bears an 8-megapixel sensor with an f2.0 aperture, wide-angle lens, and an LED flash. The Moto G5S, on the other hand, sports a 16-megapixel sensor with PDAF, an f2.0 aperture, and LED flash. On the front, it bears a 5-megapixel sensor. It's worth pointing out that the Moto G5 Plus came with a f1.7 aperture, which resulted in better low-light images. We will have to wait for our review to see how the Moto G5S Plus fares in low-light conditions compared to its sibling. Let's talk about the initial thoughts on Moto G5S Plus and Moto G5S. The Moto G5S Plus and Moto G5S impressed us with the snappy performance in the limited time. Touch inputs and multitasking work well. Cameras on the Moto G5S Plus seem an upgrade compared to the Moto G5 Plus in some departments. The depth effect worked smoothly in some samples we checked. The Moto G5S Plus brings a bigger screen and dual camera experience at minor increase of just ₹1,000 compared to the Moto G5 Plus, while Moto G5S brings metal body and minor upgrades in hardware. The Moto G5S Plus and Moto G5S have been launched in India at ₹15,999 and ₹13,999 respectively. Thanks for watching. To share and subscribe for latest updates.